Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the moderator tonight, Brother Nabil, and also Miss Elyta as the speaker. So, I'm sorry that I cannot show my camera on because I actually accompany my son here. So first of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Dennis Andreas, or you can also call my name as Mr. Doraemon Dennis. I am the initiator for this speaking practice group. So for all of you who just new for this group, I am the owner of this group. So tonight is our weekly meeting, and the speaker is going to be wonderful, Miss Elyta, the one of the most beautiful here. I tell the truth. I must tell you the truth. So besides my wife, yeah, my wife is also here. She's also beautiful. So later on, Brother Nabil, have you got the CV from Miss Elyta? Just want to make sure.
No.
Miss Elyta, would you mind sharing the CV to Brother Nabil now? So Brother Nabil can get the CV of yours. And Brother Nabil, would you mind changing your background? Because
Actually,
I am...
Mr. Dennis, I send it to you.
Oh, you
because
send
I
it to me?
can, yeah, via WA, via
When
WhatsApp.
did you send it to me? Sorry. This morning?
Just, no, 1905.
1905. Let me double check. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I didn't see yours. Okay. Let me send it to Brother Nabil, yeah? Okay, I just received your message, Miss Elyta. I'm so sorry, it's my bad. So, okay. I'm gonna send it to Brother Nabil. Yeah. Hang on just a moment. Okay. Internet. Sorry if the time is a bit not as punctual as supposed to be, because yeah, right here. Let me send it really quick. Okay, just a moment. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Brother Nabil, probably you can open the session first, and I will let the CV soon to you, yeah? Please, Brother Nabil, since you are the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dennis. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's presentation. My name is Rahmat Nabil Altamis, and I will be your moderator for this session. Before we begin, I would like to remind you, please turn on your speaker. Yeah. Our presentation today is titled How Stunting Affect Brain Function. It is my pleasure to introduce our speaker. Our speaker was Miss Elyta.
I will present the Miss Elyta profile for you, Brother Nabil. Just a moment. Just a moment, yeah. So you can read Miss Elyta's profile.
Belum dapat.
Ya, sama Mr. Dennis maksudnya.
Yeah, I will share and you may read it for everyone, yeah. And later on, Miss Elyta may continue the section. Just a moment. Okay. Yeah. So Brother Nabil will read this. Okay. Please, Brother Nabil, you may read it, please.
Okay, Miss Elyta. He was school. She was school in SDN 2 Depok, and continue to SMPN 1 Depok to SMAN 1 Depok and go to Fakultas Kedokteran Gigi Universitas Indonesia. She now student of master program in Biomedical Science Faculty of Medicine Universitas Indonesia. She was her experience was in Clinic Era Medica Depok, dentist and head of Puskesmas Sagaranten, Sukabumi, Jawa Barat, and practice an own private clinic and dentist in Hospital Hasana Graha Afiah Depok and Ertap Dental Care Depok. Without further ado, I hand it over to Miss Elyta.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nabil, for a wonderful opening. I will share my presentation. Sorry. Okay, I will start. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I will present my presentation tonight about how stunting affects brain or cognitive function. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
You are.
Okay, thank you. I will continue. So we always hear about stunting. I think our government make a very concern about this problem lately, I think. What is stunting actually? Stunting is the impaired growth and development that children experience from poor nutrition, repeated infection, and inadequate psychosocial stimulation. That's what WHO said about it. About stunting is when the growth of the child is impaired or being very decline, and that's because she said about this the experience from poor nutrition. So we have to get line about this, but nutrition, infection, and psychosocial stimulation. That's WHO said about it. So stunting is when a child has a low height for their age. So it maybe we can tell it's short. So and then UNICEF as said that the short is have to below -2 from standard deviation from median height for age of reference population. So there's a reference population. There's a like mean or average height of the children, and then they compare to it. So how we make a stunted measure. So we always, I think if we are mother or parents, we will recognize this KMS, Kartu Menuju Sehat. So this that's a range 0. There's a normal, so when we our child is in this month, this is age, and then this is height, the length of the body. So this is the range where our if our child is normal or stunted or not. Okay, so so if the stunting is have to -2. So if our child, when we go to age and the height of the body or the length of the body, they're here, the red area, it's severely stunted or very stunted or very short, and it is stunted and it's very careful, they said, and it's normal. So this is a range, but of course we would not expect that everybody to be exactly the same height. There is a range of factors such as genetics with influence our height, and our not and are not a reflection of poor health at all or malnutrition at all. So when when our parents are short, maybe we are short, but not because of poor health or malnutrition. Malnutrition is when we not have enough food to give to the kids, so the kids have no balanced nutrition. So there's a span curve, the range of height. There's a difference before boys and girls in the chart. Okay. So this is 3 phases of malnutrition. Malnutrition is when the nutrition for the body or for the kids or for the human is not normal. So there's a case stunting where the height of the body or it's very short, and the wasting it's skin too thin. Wasting is too thin for their height, and overweight. So this is the 3 phases of malnutrition, and we can say that stunting is a very high presentation, 149 million. So this is the highest case, and the global is a 20.9% in all the world is stunted, and we saw here that Asia and Africa is the most stunting children is there. So how about Indonesia? From ADB atau Asian Development Bank 2021, we can see that Indonesia is the second highest in South Asia. So it's very a shame, I think. So we go to the causes of the stunting. Why the stunting appear? So the three things that we can remember about that. First thing is malnutrition. What is malnutrition? Is the poor nutrition or a lack of access to diverse food. So when it's a very big factors that can affect during maternal or when the mother is pregnant and the child in early age. So when this inadequate dietary intake or no food or very low nutrition, so it will affect the mother and the baby. And then there's the other factor that this is disease or repeat infection. So infection like maybe things like diarrhea can affect children. So we can see there's a factor also. It's called poor social stimulation or inadequate care or feeding practice that can give factor two to the both two great factor, because when the mother not giving a stimulation to the baby or to the when they have their pregnancy, during pregnancy, it will give a very bad complication when the baby is born. So also the factor, the other factor is the inadequate health service. So services. So if the government not give enough access to health service a lot to the mother or to the early child, it will be going to upgrade the disease also. So the causes are many. So they're very include and have a connection with poverty, gender, where the woman maybe have a little education, so she cannot get the information about how to give feed the baby or give the healthcare to their pregnancy, or have limited information about access to health service, poor diet, or low quality of food, poor hygiene also, water and sanitation is also give a factor to these causes of the stunting. So stunting is really have a connection to poverty. When the stunted child appears, it will okay. So when the malnourished mother, or the mother when she pregnant not have enough food to feed herself and the baby, she will deliver the underweight baby, or we can call it in Indonesia as BBLR, berat bayi lahir rendah. So it will it's a very great predisposition, or it will be a great risk factor the baby being stunted. So she will be short and have several issues in their body actually, because there's a growth retardation or during pregnancy in the mother's womb. So stunted child, if she is a girl, she will be grown as a malnourished young girl also, and then she become a mother, and she will be a malnourished mother also. That is cycle of stunting that we have to stop. And then the stunting also connect with the poverty cycle. The poverty, because so stunting is always happen in the very rural and a very poor country. Maybe our country is also very high. So when the child grows up in the poverty, the child is cannot get a good education and skill. So because they had this, they can gain malnutrition, stunted and wasted, and so anemia. So when she or he or the children is stunted, she will when they become adults, they will struggle to get a job, because there's a impair in their function of the body and the structure of the brain, so they cannot get the cognitive function from the brain. They cannot get the very high cognitive function. So if they struggle to get a job, they fail to escape the poverty cycle. so they still we are poor, and when poor, they will get the family in poverty, and then in family in poverty they will grow up, the child grow up in the poverty also, and then the cycle is continue again. So this is the background, how stunting is very important, and why our country have to struggle to try to eradicate that case. So what about the lifetime? What is the importance of stunting? Well, why it's just short, maybe sometimes told about it, but the lifetime cost of stunting is very high, because when the child is stunting, he get 4 times more likely to die, or child mortality rate is very high. So even there, then IQ score for stunting erodes IQ about IQ is more lower, and then when they become an adult, they cannot go to job, the high job, so their payment is very low. Then the economy for the country is also, the GDP will be low also. So that's why our country very concerned about it, because children who suffer from stunting may never reach their full cognitive potential. So that can lead to a lower IQ and impaired brain development. Then it will also affect socio-emotional skills and overall health. So all of these factors ultimately relate to long-term potential, then including economic and health potential. So I think the stunting is not just an issue during childhood. It affects both physical and cognitive development, then impacts then can persist throughout someone's life. So it's happen in all their life. So, and there's I think there's some evidence too that suggests that catch-up growth, or catch-up growth is when people want to can we escape stunting with maybe giving the stunted child with great food, but there's evidence that can be happen as that can there's maybe it's possible to reverse some of the impact if the environmental condition can be improved. So how about how stunting that we can say about maybe a short and affect to cognitive function. So what is we know before about stunting, so I will give you what is cognitive function. So cognitive function is the ability to clearly think, learn, and remember. So this is the function of our brain. So this is an important component of performing everyday activities. So and the cognitive health is just one aspect of overall brain health. And so cognitive function refers to multiple mental abilities, including learning, thinking, reasoning, problem solving, decision making, and attention. So this is a very important function for a human to face their everyday life. So what part of the brain that affect functioning this function? This is the cortex. The cortex is part of the outer gray matter layer of the brain. So this is how the stunting can affect. So they there's a study when they say about BDNF or the factor of the brain or the protein in the brain that more lower in the stunting child. So this is how our brain work and where our brain work is working. So this is a very important thing because it's again executive function, attention function, visual and language also. Then how mechanism stunting affect brain function? We talked previously about undernutrition, how nutrition is not poor or not enough. So when the undernutrition happen, it will lower or impact the immunity. The immunity will get raised. When the immunity get low, it will rise up the risk of disease. Then it's happen, infectious disease happen, and then if the infectious disease happen, maybe just like diarrheal disease, it will increase energy need of the body. So if the energy needs of the body, it will not nutrient absorption will be low, and calorie needed to be fight infection, it will be very high. So that's why the nutrition is cannot go to the grow potential area. So stunting occur when child does not have sufficient nutrition to grow and develop, and that is because disease and poor health. So undernutrition and infectious disease is very high risk. So the simple disease like diarrhea can also very impact the growth of the child. And when the growth cannot be managed because of the malnutrition, and the malnutrition, so the nutrition to the body to grow is not enough, and then it affect the immune system is low, and then the infection is high. So the stunting will affect to the brain system, because brain system is very affect in before birth, and about 2 years, yeah, about 2 years. So this is the first 1,000 days. It's very important. So before conception, meaning the nutritional status of mother is very important through the child's second birthday. This is when child experience its most rapid phase of growth and development of the brain. And also all what we say about malnutrition or lack of food and disease, the illness, yeah, it is the form of stress. So stress can be physical, chemistry. So malnutrition is one of the form of stress. So we even psychological stress also one of stress. When stress happen, it will activate the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal atau HPA axis. This is the axis or the system of the body. When stress happen, occurring in many form, even the malnutrition or lack of energy, or the high tension of trauma or disease or bacterial, it will go to the body, to the brain. It will, this is part of the brain called hypothalamus. It will release CRH, corticotropin releasing hormone, and then CRH will uprise the ACTH, and then the final ACTH will go to the adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex is the system, is the organ above the kidney. So it's very far away from brain to kidney, and then the adrenal cortex is just like a head in the kidney. It will release cortisol. Cortisol, we know about it because it is a very famous as a stress hormone. So when cortisol appear, it will suppress function in immune system, and the muscle and adipose tissue or fat, and the protein, it will be catabolized. Catabolized, it's just like it will get destroyed, and so the mode of the body is not go to build, but to destroy, to destroy the energy, destroy the body from the muscle or the adipose tissue, to fight the mode or the form of the stress. So malnutrition is part of the form of the stress for the body. So that's how stunting happen. And then how we prevent stunting. So the preventing, I think, is not no simple solution for preventing stunting, I think. However, of course, focusing on what is commonly referred to as the first 1,000 days. 1,000 days is very important. It is the window of time between the mother pregnancy begin and her child's second birthday. It's a very important. That's a very idiom. It's very famous idiom about 1,000 days. First 1,000 days of the child. So this is the key opportunity to ensure the healthy development of children around the world. And also we have to remember also about how we can go to a healthy life and clean life and do exercise. So I think that's it. Thank you very much. So I give it to you, Mr. Nabil.
Okay. Thank you very much, Miss Elyta, for presenting. What a wonderful presentation. And now it's gonna be Q&A session. So you can raise your hand or turn your microphone on if you have a question. Mr. or Miss, please. Miss. Okay. Listening, please.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nabil and Ms. Elyta. What a wonderful presentation. This is a very interesting presentation because when I was child, I want to be a doctor. So I like biology very much because I'm afraid about the dead body and I'm afraid of the blood. So I cannot be a doctor. I want to ask you, in my school, the government asked to the teacher to measure the head circumference. I want to ask you, does the head of circumference what is the brain, the size of brain is depend of the head circumference, and does the intelligence depend on the size of the brain? What do your opinion? Thank
Can
you.
I answer right away, Mr. Nabil?
Yeah, you may answer, Miss
Okay.
Elyta. Go ahead.
Thank you, Ms. Haning, for the question. I think it's very interesting that the head circumference is one of the scale that used from WHO to measure the growth of the child. So also the upper arms also the measurement of the upper arm also is the measure to see the development of the child. So this is a great factor. So it's really the bigger the head is, the smarter the person. So
Oh, yeah?
For example, Habibi, Habibi has like wide and big head. Is it has something to do with intelligence?
so about the circumference of the head is one of the measurement. So, but because this is really is that the stunted children has a more tiny head, more tiny upper arm. So because I told you before, because the development is already start just before the system is being is in mother womb. So it's really happened there. So it's really happened in the very in the cell. So it's really affect to the nucleus. So it will affect to the function of the body. So that's why when the perintah apa sih in the gene or
Instruction.
the instruction in the gene or DNA is really broke, it will affect all the function after that. So that's why the instruction is not is really important. The instruction that we made in the beginning of the fertilization.
I have a small head, so I'm not smart. This is
no,
like
the small and the big is not so it's not have the if the circumference is low, so the low and the big and the small is not, it has a range, not really this is the best head, no, so this a range. So even the Asian people and the African people and the European people have a different range. I think Asian is more smaller.
it's
That's
okay.
why, that's why my friends say, but so everybody in Indonesia is stunting because we are almost very low height, you know.
Yeah.
But not that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. It's not depend on the size of the head, yeah, the brain is maybe the brain need a stimulation. Is it that?
Yeah, but the neuron when we get the we pass the birth, it's we cannot apa we can make a connection of the neuron cell, but not grow the cells in the brain. So we can rebuild the dendrites. Dendrites too is the connection between the neurons in our brain, but cannot grow the new neuron, the new neuron cells. So it's really depend on the first 1,000 years, 1,000 days. I think that's Miss Henning.
Okay, but if the measure of the circumference head is not depend on the intelligence, why the government asks to measure the?
That's one of the measurement to
Yeah.
to measure the growth of the child. That's one
Okay.
of the.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Elyta.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Elyta, for answering Miss Henning question. Next, Mr. Herdi, please.
Okay, thank you, Nabil. First of all, I would like to say what a wonderful sharing and what a lovely presentation to Miss Elyta. So in the past few years, vegetarian or vegan is such a choice of life or for people to be healthy. And I don't know exactly which is true or not, but it made that since we become vegan or vegetarian, so it may or probably there's a limited choice of food. So I mean, like so since there's a limited food that we can eat, so yeah, perhaps we can get less nutrition that from other people being not being vegan or vegetarian. Perhaps, yeah, for the child, for a young generation, I mean 6 or 10 years old. So yeah, they precisely prefer to become not being vegan due to the taste of food. So perhaps for the use of meat. So I think, I mean, the kids cannot deny it. And when the kids have a choice of vegetables, tempeh or meat, so they prefer meat because of the juice of the meat itself. So my question is it good for children to become vegan since they are young? My question.
Okay, thank you for the question, Mr. Herdi. I don't know about vegan, but when we limitate the food and we erase the basic animal, maybe like meat. So this is a very important thing because I think, I don't know, is there a prescription from the doctors, not when the mother is being pregnant, she cannot be vegan. Maybe she can be vegan, but not as a vegan who not eating at all. I know the vegan is perform as so many phases, just like they can eat eggs, they can eat milk, but they cannot eat meat. They can eat milk, eggs, but not, I think they can eat fish maybe. So because they're the basic food from animal, protein hewani we call, is very important for the development of the brain. The protein hewani is the very high resources for the B12 vitamin. So that's the vitamin is very important for the development of the brain and the neuronal in the brain. So when the lack of protein, the amino acid that cannot be replaced by anything, we can only get it from the animal food. It's really important to make a normal appearance of the growth. So I think it's very important for the mother when she is a vegan, maybe she has to eat something from animal, like maybe milk or eggs, maybe, because there's a amino acid that cannot be replaced by any other food from vegetable or something. It's only we can get it from the meat or from the animal.
Okay, Miss Elyta. So perhaps for me vegan, we can compensate the nutrition that loss that we can find in the meat, but it is not as optimal as the nutrition from meat.
Yeah. So if
Okay.
she is a vegan, maybe she has to communicate to their doctors and see how
Oh,
they can replace the B12 vitamin or amino acid they cannot take. Maybe it can be sold from pills, I don't know, but there's something we cannot get from the vegetables only, and it's really important for the brain.
Okay,
Because when the brain is produced in when the mother is pregnant, during mother's pregnancy, the failure can be happen just because one single single element, maybe like B12, and that cannot be improved. We call it a methylation of the DNA. So DNA is okay, but the methylation, the change outside the DNA cannot affect. So that's why stunting children appear as a normal children as appearance, but something very delicate happen in their cells.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Elyta, for your explanation.
Mr. Hardy, actually, I'm a plant-based eater for about 3
Me
years.
too.
Yes, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
And-
vegetarian, basically.
This friend
Yeah, I'm vegan most of the time. And inshallah, maybe probably I will explain to you again, to you guys about vegan or vegetarian or plant-based diet, inshallah, on the next my presentation.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Faye. Wait, can you wait?
Thank you, Ms. Elyta, for answering Mr. Hardy question. Now, Mr. Yudisha, please.
Yeah, thank you, moderator. Hello, Miss Elyta. First of all, am I audible?
Yes, you're
Yes.
audible,
Okay.
Mr. Yudi.
Okay. Hello, Miss Elyta. Long time no see. This is my first time joining with all of you in this meeting after its celebration. As an engineer, I'm also a technician. I don't get this such information properly, And now, yeah, you convey some presentation about something, and it increase my knowledge about something. Just so you know, I I caught my son. and Mr. His high because I'm afraid he got something. Yeah. Finally, after following your presentation entirely, I noticed that in general, something happened to children under 5 years old, right? And yeah, I want to ask you, how if children already got stunting after 5 years old? Or yeah, we can say they have been teenage. Can they be medicated, or is there a way to make them normal again? Yeah, that's my question. Do you get my point?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mr. Yudi. So we have to notice that something is happen when the failure is happen in the first 1,000 days of the child. So before he or she, the child born, and then 2 years after that. So that's when the system can be broken, just like that, the system of the body. When it happen after that, because the system, the very important is happen there during pregnancy and after 2 years after the birth. So that's the very golden age that we have to give a proper nutrition, proper stimulation, good healthy and sanitation. That will be the base of the child to go healthy after that. When it happened after the age, the golden period of the age, it will not be very very destroy of the system. The system will be okay, but maybe she can maybe after 3 or 4 years she become very thin, or maybe about 17 she become bulimia and then very thin. But if the decrease of the apa sih kerusakan? The damage is really high. It maybe it cannot be catch up or reverse. It cannot be reversed. Just like when we had a bulimia patient, the patient who is already grown up, maybe 17, they become an actress or a model, and then she always throw up their food, so they become just too skinny. So the body is start to destroy catabolic reaction of the muscle and the lipid the fat and the muscle will be destroyed to to maintain energy balance. So it will the time when the muscle cannot be replaced, but it's not harm the cognitive function of the patient. So the stunting is happen when the cognitive function is really impacted by the disease, by the malnutrition that happen in the first 1,000 days of the child age. Is it okay?
So yeah, if I can conclude your statement, so there is no way to handle it after passing the golden age. So okay, so that's
actually,
why
our government trusts that we can reverse the system. So that's why there's a food stimulation to the suspect of stunting all over our country. So I think it's still debatable. Is that we can catch up the growth if the failure is already happened in the second 1,000 days of the lives of the babies. So it's still, but half a person of people or scientists believe that we cannot catch up the growth. We cannot replace that really happened in the first 1,000 days. That
even though you said that, I do hope one day our scientists can find the formula to make them normal again. I hope so. Okay, thank you, Miss Elyta. Back to you, moderator.
Okay, because the Q&A session's time's up. Wait.
It's okay, Nabil. You're doing great.
So thank you, everyone. I will give the session to Mr. Dennis for breakout rooms and taking pictures. Mr. Dennis.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Nabil. Mr. G, I will put you together with Miss Elyta, yeah, because the time is not enough for us to have another session. So for all of you who are just new joining our meeting, we will always have the breakout room session where you will be you will be paired with somebody for 15 minutes. You can talk about the topic tonight, or you can talk about anything. And since Mr. G has a question, but not yet delivered, so later on he'll be with Ms. Alex. Before we move to the breakout room, like what Brother Moderator say, would you please turn on your camera? We're gonna take a picture together. I myself using my avatar because my room is dark actually now. My son sleeps next to me. So I'm sorry, I cannot turn my camera on. Miss Elvira probably can help me to take the picture, Miss Elvira. Miss Elvira also can give sign for taking a picture, probably Miss Elvira.
Yeah. Sorry. I mute myself. Okay. Because it have a 2 slide. I want to take the first slide first. Okay. Give you the best smile. 1, 2, 3 for the first slide. Okay. I put one. Sorry, I just worry. Because I'm not automatically. Okay. Yes. Okay. For another slide. Yes. Keep smiling again. One. Oh, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss
Okay,
Alfira,
thank you very much.
for taking the picture.
Probably the member.
So now I will put you into breakout room, yeah. So since we have 30 participants, I'm gonna make into 16 breakout rooms. As Miss Elyta will be together with Mr. G. Okay. So you will be in the breakout room for 15 minutes. And after this, that we are going to change the partner. If you have any problem, you may just move. You may just raise your hand in it. You may ask me anyhow. Okay. I will open our room. Start from now, please.
Sorry.
Okay, so it's the first session. Now we are going to put you with different partner, yeah?
Okay.
So please tell me if you are with the same partner.
Okay.
I want now with Altamis.
I wish you could choose, but if you could choose, then everyone else could choose, and it's gonna ruin out my job. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So here, tell me if you are already with this partner, because this is the second turn. Room 1, there will be Dia with Juanda Hatta. Room 2 will be Haura with Zulfia. Room 3, Miss Astuti, I believe, with Miss Rahmi. Room 4, Brother Altamis with Miss Aziza. Room 5, hang on. Room 5, Miss Elyta with Miss Henny. Room 6, Miss Elvira with Mr. Mehdi. Room 7, Mr. Acep with Mr. G. Room 8, Mr. Nabil and Miss Retno. Room 9, Brother Ahmad with Miss Irene. Room 10, Mr. Febri, and I think that's Brother Mufti, I think. My cousin, seems like. Room 11, Hadrah and Miss Mi. Room 12, Miss Faye and Mr. Herdi. 15 minutes to talk with your partner. Anything? Start from now, please. Mr. Febri, since we already have the speaker for next week, yeah? Miss Faye is positive to be the speaker, right? Yay!
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay, so we already have the speaker, but it seems that we have some new participants here. I see some of them. So I will let them introduce themselves first. First, I have Miss Zulfia Apriliani. Miss Zulfia, is this the first time for you to join this group, Miss Zulfia?
Last year I often joined this group, but on this year this is my first time.
So last year you already joined, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you mind or probably remind us again what's your activity and how do you know this group from, if you don't mind, Miss Sophia, because like what you say last year.
Yeah. Actually I forgot how I joined this club, but I think I know the WhatsApp group about the WhatsApp group from my friends, and
Okay.
I think I join like every week last year, but
Okay, great.
yeah, but I stopped to join because I just married, and then
Congratulations.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't join after a long time, and this is my first time join in this year.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Sophia, for
Congratulations for your
joining.
marriage.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So the next one, okay, do we have Miss Henny Marina? Is this the first time for you to join this room, Miss Henny?
Hello.
Hello.
Actually, this is not the first time, Mr.
Okay.
Dennis.
Okay.
A long time ago, but I didn't remember when I joined your group. But
Okay.
sometimes I join late, yeah, and
Okay.
your Zoom will be over, so I just miss a lesson for several times. But I guess that this topic is a nice topic, yeah, where you facilitate the participant to practice their English. It's really great for me, yeah, to meet this group, yeah, especially the other participant, and I love it. Um, um, I know your what is that? Is a kinds of conversation from a casual group, yeah, from group next door, yeah, who likes to share the link, yeah. So if I have a time, I'll join you, yeah, and the
Awesome.
other participant, yeah. Thank you very much. And I'm from Palembang, South Sumatra.
Pempek ya.
Yeah.
People usually think about Palembang.
But thank you very much, Mr. Dennis, for having me here and inviting me with your group, a great participant, and having a conversation. I think it's always once in a week or twice in a week.
Always once a week. So you may join anytime you have your spare time. It's gonna be always Sunday evening, except in Ramadan. In Ramadan, we're doing it on Sunday morning, but only in Ramadan.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
we're coming back again, Miss Henny, and also previously.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I think Mr. Juanda Hatta, I just want to make sure, is this the first time for you to join this group?
Sorry, last week was the first time.
Oh, last week was the last time, yeah? Okay,
Yes.
great. So this is not the first time again, yeah?
Yes, the second.
Thank you, Mr. I call you by Mr. Juanda or Mr. Hatta?
Mr. Juanda.
Mr. Juanda. Thank you, Mr. Juanda. Okay.
Okay.
And then Miss Aziza, I know you, but I don't know whether you are the old. Miss Aziza just left again. There you go. Now, Miss Aziza, would you mind introducing yourself again? Is this the first time you meet this group, or this is not the first time?
This is my first time join this group.
Oh, this is the first time you joined, yeah?
Nah.
Okay.
And I joined.
So, would you mind introducing yourself, please?
Sorry?
Would you mind introducing yourself?
Okay, my name is Astuti. I'm from Yogyakarta.
Oh, Miss Astuti from Yogyakarta. Okay. How do you know this program from, Miss Astuti?
Just now I knew from Mr. Sugianto.
Oh, from Mr. Sugianto.
Yes, just now. Just now, and
Okay.
I joined.
Good. You may join anytime you want every week, yeah, Miss Astuti.
Inshallah. If
Thank
I,
you for
okay, yeah.
thank you, Miss Astuti. Last but
Yeah.
not least, I also have Miss Aziza Fatma. Miss Aziza Fatma, would you mind introducing yourself? Is this the first
Okay.
time for you?
Hello, Mr. Dennis. Yeah,
Hello, Miss Aziza.
yeah. Let me introduce myself. My name is Azza Fatma. You can call me Fatma. It is my first time I join this program. Yeah, because
Oh,
my friend Zai
Zaya,
invite me to
pasti
join.
ya.
Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, I think this that great program. Yeah, because yeah, we can sharing with many people, and also we can meet a new friend in a different age. Yeah, that's cool, Mr. Dennis.
Okay. Thank you. Glad to see you again, Miss Fatma, for a long time ago. I
Yeah.
saw you on. Okay. So I think everyone else, Miss Haning, Brother Nabil, Mr. Acep, my wife, Miss Elvira, Brother Altamis, Miss Faye, Brother Ahmad, Miss Elyta, of course, Miss Retno Wahyu, Brother Herdi, Miss Rahmi, Miss Henny, Miss Malona. That's what MM actually stands for. Mr. Medi, also long time not see you, Mr. Medi. Mr. Genta, Mr. G, and also Miss Astuti. Thank you for coming. And then this group never be exist without help from Friends Millennial and also Brother Acep. Just for your information, thank you, Brother Acep and Friends Millennials, and of course, Brother Herdi, who also now replaces Brother Rango. So thank you very much, Brother Rango. And without further ado, because it's already 9:14. Everyone already votes you, Brother Ahmad, to be the moderator, and I will say yes. Will you?
I say no.
You break my heart into pieces, unfortunately. I actually want to cry, but it's all right. I don't want to force anyone.
Why? Why?
I'm a speaker next week. Help me, please.
We
Come
already begged
on.
you. So will you say yes or will you say no? But if you say no, I don't mind.
Please, what, please.
Okay.
I think I don't have. I think I don't have way to come back.
Sure. I do not force you. It's okay.
Okay. I accept it. But Nabil,
I'm forcing you, Ahmad. I'm forcing you.
Oh, so you say yes?
Yes. Okay. Fine. But Nabil.
So you accept my proposal, yeah? Thank you very much.
Yes. Okay. Same.
Okay.
But
Great.
Nabil, why?
Okay, no worries. I'm gonna help you and also others. No worries.
I mean, Bill.
Yeah, it's okay. So congrats, Brother Ahmad. So for the new participants or the participants who just joined long time ago, you actually can be the speaker like Miss Elyta, who did wonderful job about stunting tonight. You can be the presenter after 2 meetings. And you can be the moderator also after 2 meetings. Why 2 meetings? Because if you just join and someone appoint you to be the speaker, of course you'll get heart attack because nobody can speak English for 30 minutes without any preparation. So that's why Brother Ahmad previously said no, and Alhamdulillah he says yes now because it's not the first time for him. And also this group, it's not about age. We are okay from elementary school, junior high school. I don't know, do we have any elementary school students here? I don't know. But that's until you are 50, 60, 70. So it's fine. Last but not least, we are going to take, oh yeah, one more thing. Because previously, I just found intruder coming to my Zoom meeting. I don't know whether he's intruder or not. So started from next meeting, I will open the Zoom room at 7:25. So you cannot enter the room as because I don't know who is that person, and I just found out that information from Miss Pira that that person asks lots of questions. And I mean, I want to open this room as open as I can, but I do not want to make this group to be something not good, because everyone here just want to speak. Not every day, at least once a week. You can talk in the WhatsApp group, but you don't need to force other people to speak. So that's all actually for our speaking practice group tonight. If you can turn your camera on again.
The last sentence from Miss Elyta.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to remind me about that, Miss Elvira. So Miss Elyta, would you mind saying the last sentence for tonight's wonderful meeting, please?
I think I have no sentence at all. Oh yeah, stay healthy.
Stay healthy. Okay, that's very great suggestion. Stay healthy. Don't obese like me. I'm 100 kilogram more extra
Mr.
large.
Dennis.
Yes.
May I ask? May I request just a minute to say
Yes,
something?
please. What do you want to request, Brother Acep?
Yes, for the next speaker, Mrs. Faye, yeah. I would like to request some detailed information to make invitation flyer.
Okay.
So just to make sure that I can receive that information, such as title of your presentation and also your pics, if you may, and also your Instagram account, so can be published if you don't mind. So that's it, Mr. Dennis.
That's awesome. Yeah. So Miss Faye, please tell Brother Acep, yeah, because Mr. Acep is the one who actually creates the invitation. Okay.
At WhatsApp group or
Just
private?
directly to my WA number.
Yeah, direct message to him.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I am in the group. Yeah.
Because Brother Acep is very. Oh yeah. Also, my last one. Probably next month we are going to have a special meeting, because next month it's gonna be the second year anniversary. I do not know what are we gonna do, either offline meeting again or online meeting, but with special guests. I don't know. So if anybody wants to help me to be the small committee, I'm gonna throw the ball to the group. So anybody wants to help me to arrange the second anniversary for next month, and what we're gonna do, I'm gonna tell that more in the group. That's all actually for tonight. I'm sorry if I'm taking 5 minutes extra from our schedule supposed to be. So if you can turn on your camera, we're gonna take a group picture together. If you cannot turn on your camera, it's fine. I also use my avatar. It seems like me, actually, curly hair, dark skin, just not fat, unfortunately.
Not that specific.
So let's take a picture together. 3, 2, 1. Okay, everyone, have a great night and be ready for tomorrow, the Monday. So hope everyone's happy.
Thank you, Mr. Dennis.
Bye.
Bye.